All right, so this is a somewhat impromptu. Had to hastily retreat out of the campground. I should mention, for the sake of transparency, I'm not the one to break rules. I've been put into an impossible situation that got further complicated by everything that has happened along the way. As you know, I had to escape from Moab because of the heat. Cat almost died in Moab. I nursed him back to health. Upon landing here in Uray area, no cell signal whatsoever. Had to make my way to Silverton. There's really only like one place in entire 20-mile radius where there's cell signal, even with a booster. So I had to make an impossible choice of remaining there. Now, my original plan was to spend 2 weeks in Colorado. Should go without saying that it turned into a whole month. When everything is said and done, it's going to be closer to 5 weeks. So basically, I was in violation of the 14-day camping policy. Again, I don't break rules, but I just didn't have a choice, right? My other choice was to pay $60 a night at the campgrounds. That's just not right. So, in case you're wondering where I'm at the moment, this is the Animas Fork. There's a Eureka campground way off over there and a whole bunch of trails. This is either Maggie Gulch or Mini Gulch, one of the two, because they're close to each other. You know, I passed this area about 6,000 times when, obviously not 6,000 times, but nonetheless, just about every single day for the past month, twice a day often. There's obviously no cell signal here, which made this area impossible for me to work. Right? But this is about the only remaining chunk of land where you could actually find at least one parking spot, because this is the season after all. Everybody's here. So got the dreaded knock on the door from the Forest Service. They're not BLM, but they basically told me that if I don't pack up my crap and get the heck out of Dodge, and they've done it to just about everybody, because everybody was doing the same exact thing at the campground, that they were going to start issuing citations, $350 worth. Now, you don't have to ask me twice. The guy basically said that when I come back, if you're still here, you're going to get a ticket. Which is the reason why I'm here. Now, Animas Fork Road is not the most pleasant of experiences to navigate with the RVs, but that doesn't discourage countless hordes of people from making that journey. My beef with it isn't the fact that it's kind of on the bumpy side. It's more to do with the fact that it's extremely slippery. All the little pebbles underneath the wheels when you're trying to go down the hills, and the hills are not that big, to be honest with you, but when you're going down the hills, your RV is sliding. If you ever wanted to know what a 16,000 pound Class C RV with a 20-foot trailer behind it sliding feels like, it's not a pleasant feeling. One particular corner, I actually drifted through an entire corner. I got scared out of my mind. Nevertheless, as you see, there's all sorts of people here. Obviously, the road is well traveled. There's Class C's and B's and A's and all sorts of, even in Eureka Gulch if you travel that way. But for the couple of nights that I have to remain here in this area, this should do. Ironically, on my itinerary, we're supposed to do the Maggie and the Mini, which makes parking right next to it I don't know, maybe it's a twist of fate, but at least I got this absolutely spectacular view all throughout. I mean, just look at it. Absolutely mind-blowing. Those mountain peaks and cliff sides. And actually early in the season, about a month ago, there was a whole bunch of waterfalls coming through here. You know, driving to the trails was just an absolute mind-blowing pleasure. And here's the kick-ass part. Yesterday, coming back from the trails, I actually saw 2 mooses. Actually not that far away from here, behind those bushes, sort of just a little bit beyond the yonder. I'm very privileged to say that I have been able to record them on both my high-resolution camera as well as other means of recording, so that's going to be one heck of a addition to my otherwise already overflowing library of content when I get around to editing it. So the goal for today is to grab a quick bite, because our plans just got, you know what, I don't want to turn this into a negative thing. So it worked out for the time being. The goal is, like I said, to grab a quick bite and hit the trails. And then Sunday, we're actually going to be leaving the area, heading towards Durango. You know, last night had the hardest time trying to fall asleep because I had so much on my mind that's not even funny. I have this incredible opportunity to go back to Utah right now, well, on 20th, right? But the scorching temperatures there they complicate everything, don't they? You know, not to mention the floods, and it's monsoon season, and the deadline for me to make up that mind, which was already made up to go back to Florida, ever so crazy.